Title: King's Mistake Took Dad's Life. My father was the greatest magician in the kingdom. People traveled from distant lands just to see him perform miracles. He healed the sick, protected the weak, and used his magic only for good. Everyone loved him, or so I thought. One night, something strange happened. I remember that evening clearly. The sky was dark, and a cold wind blew through our house. Dad sat quietly by the window, staring into the distance. His face was filled with worry. "Dad, what's wrong?" He looked at me with sad eyes. "A darkness has entered this kingdom. Something evil is coming, and it is stronger than me." His words terrified me. Before I could ask more questions, alarms rang across the city. Soldiers flooded the streets. People screamed and ran through the darkness. Soon, terrible news spread. The king's only daughter had been found dead. How did it happen? He took a deep breath. "A magician more powerful than me has come to this kingdom. He serves darkness. He is responsible for the princess's death. Then tell everyone." Dad only nodded. Moments later, royal soldiers arrived and summoned us to the town hall. The entire kingdom had gathered there. The king stood beside his daughter's body, his face twisted with grief and rage. "My lord," my father said, "I know who is responsible. A dark magician has entered this kingdom." But the king wasn't listening. He wanted someone to blame, someone to suffer. "You are the most powerful magician in this kingdom," the king roared. "If magic killed my daughter, then you are responsible." The crowd turned against my father. The same people he had helped, the same people he had saved. "Kill him. Execute him. Monster!" I screamed until my throat burned. "He's innocent." Nobody listened. The soldiers chained my father and dragged him to the execution platform. A cursed blade, forged to kill demons and magical beings, was placed against his neck. I expected him to break free. I expected him to use his magic. Instead, he looked at me. "Son," he said, "don't cry." Tears streamed down my face. "Take care of your sister." The crowd fell silent. "And remember the first rule of magic." His voice remained calm. "Magic is not meant to save yourself. It is meant to save others." I shook with anger. "And never use magic for revenge." Those were his final words. Then the blade fell. His head rolled to the ground. His blood stained the earth. Something inside me broke. My eyes burned red. My heart filled with hatred. I swore that day I would become 10 times stronger than my father. I would make everyone pay. I would rain fire upon the kingdom. As dark power surged through my body, I noticed someone standing nearby. A man hidden among the crowd. A magician. A stranger. He was smiling. The same dark magician my father had warned me about. The true killer. The man who had manipulated the king. The man responsible for my father's death. But he hadn't noticed me. Not yet. So I hid my growing power. I took my little sister and escaped deep into the forest. Far from the kingdom, far from the king, far from the people who betrayed us. There we would train. There we would grow stronger. And one day we would return. Not as frightened children, but as the most powerful magicians the world had ever seen. And when that day came, the kingdom would learn the truth about the mistake that took my father's life. To be continued.